Alrighty. This is like the fourth reshoot I've done. Not fourth, third reshoot I've done for this. Because I didn't know that there was a 10-minute time limit on YouTube. So, and I don't want to dick with editing right now. So, basically, on my last video, I put that I was going to put down a top 10 of the decade. But after doing a wee bit of research for it, I found that I just couldn't do it justice to just do a 10. I can be comfortable with myself. So I decided to go and do a top 20. And this is how I split it up. Over here, the DVDs I have right here. Hopefully you can see the top one. These are my 10 favorites I own. Right here are my 10 favorites that I do not own, but I still like and recommend to people. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started, because I'm going to try and keep this as the least amount of parts as possible. Alright, and these are in no particular order. These are number 1, 10, whatever, on my do not own but still recommend list. Pan's Labyrinth, directed by Guillermo del Toro, and it's set during the Spanish Civil War. It's about this girl, Olivia, who she's kind of torn, because she's with this very cruel stepfather that her mom has gotten involved with, and she finds out about this fairy world, and has to go through all these trials and tribulations. And it's rated R, and it's a very dark movie. This is not for kids. This is an adult fairy tale, but it's creepy. It's terrifying almost, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's great. I love Pan's Labyrinth. I rank it so low. Go figure. But still, great movie. I figured I'd introduce myself with that one. But anyways, on to the next one. Triple to Belleville. It's a French animated film. It's about a bicyclist who's been training all his life to be in the Tour de France. And during the Tour de France, he gets kidnapped by these American gangsters. And so almost the rest of the movie is spent with his grandma trying to find his said grandson. And along her travels, when she finally gets to Belleville, USA, which is kind of an interpretation of New York, very comical interpretation, she meets the triplets that are mentioned in the title, and they're crazy. To say the least, they're very eccentric, but it's a funny movie. I love it. It's just good stuff. Very unique animation style. It's hand drawn. It's not CGI. I know. But anyways, number 3 I have here is Sweeney Todd from director Tim Burton. The biggest thing that I was worried about that movie was, could Johnny Depp sing or not? Turns out that along with being an excellent actor, he's a pretty fair singer. It's one of those, I don't want to hear him sing all the time, but if he how this stuttering, it should not prevent him from going for a role, because he can do something with it anyways. But I mean, Helena Bonham Carter's a great singer, has been from Corpse Bride, and Alan Rickman's a surprisingly good singer. Go fig. And the songs are great. It's a great movie. I love it. Next, Peter Jackson's King Kong remake from '05. Can't say quite enough about this movie, really. It's bloated, to say the least. 3 hours. But special effects are great. Only the first hour is really kind of slow. Jack Black, Andy Serkis, and female lead, whose name just goes poof. Am I right? You think I will research this more thoroughly? Yeah, they were all great. Adrian Brody's a little flat, but yeah. I thought it was a pretty cool movie. Special effects are great. Wouldn't expect anything less from Weta. So, yes, I liked it. The last 2/3 of the movie just go boom, like in a flash. It's just so much action. Next on here, I have Thank You for Smoking, which stars Aaron Eckhart and is directed by Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed like Stripes and Ghostbusters, both of them, among other things. I mean, he hasn't been so great lately. What with stuff like Evolution and Super Ex-Girlfriend. Well, okay, Super Ex-Girlfriend's okay, but I'm getting off track. Jason Reitman went on to direct Juno. Great movie, not on my list, but still, pretty solid flick. Just didn't really like it that much. It was enjoyable. And he currently finished directing the new George Clooney movie, Up in the Air, which I've heard pretty good things about. I'll have to check it out sometime. Anyways, this movie stars Aaron Eckhart, and it's not a romantic comedy, believe it or not. It's not, a movie where he trashes it. It was made before Dark Knight, so, before it became big, semi-big. And he plays a lobbyist that's for smoking as opposed to against it. And he works for the cigarette companies. And, he has these friends that he hangs out with when he's in D.C. They call themselves the dealers of death, because one's in guns, the other's in alcohol, and he's in cigarettes. And it's kind of like just shows his life, and of course, obviously he kind of starts becoming against smoking a little, but still, it's a really funny movie, very dark comedy. But, anyways, that's the first half. I don't want to overdo this and get all PO'd because they couldn't put this up. So, that's the first half of my top 10 I don't own, and I'm going to do part 2 in about 2 seconds. But I got to stop the camera, then restart it because it's a flip. But I didn't know, so I'm going to see you in about 2 seconds. Peace.